What's going on, everyone? It's GeneraTarhee, your coach of the Charlotte Card Banks, bringing you the APA Season 6 Week 5 battle versus Carson and the Arizona Diamondstorms. Now, before I go into the battle with Carson, I just want to point out that I had to make a change since my team build. I didn't get around to redoing the team build, so I just had to go with this right now. I decided to drop Xcloud and put in Excadrill, mainly because on my prep for Carson's team, it was very poorly me not noticing a special defensive Diancie is most likely. So I still have that Vaporeon up there on the layout, but it's most likely that he's bringing a special defensive Diancie instead. So I needed an answer for that, so I'm bringing Excadrill. Swords Dance Substitute set can't really take on his team because his only answers to it would be able to outspeed to mainly hurt me with either Noivern with like a Choice Specs Flamethrower, or of course that Sharpedo with its amazing attack and super effective waterfall damage. So Excadrill does a lot of work other than those few things being an answer. I have Ground Indium Z in order to one-shot any possible answer and say a defensive Crest. And that's basically it. So I'm probably going to leave this thing in case he does bring Diancie. So I just wanted to point that out before the battle. And other than that, I'll accept this from Carson and we'll get right into it. And he does bring it, and he brings Hitmonchan and Rotom. Okay, that's interesting. Alright, so I just need to fix that off the layout. Need to think about his understanding behind that. At least we know Chandelure can block any spin from Hitmonchan. That's something we gotta know. Alright, so he didn't bring Nidoking. Let's remove you, Mr. Nidoking. Let's add Hitmonchan, I guess. Hitmonchan was a decent thing. I almost brought it when I was, not almost brought it, almost expected it when I was building his team, just because my team is pretty weak to fighting coverage. Still did not exactly expect it to come, because I do have like Reuniclus and Chandelure to easily take that on. And he brings Rotom instead of the Mega Sharpedo. Okay, so that Psychic Berry kind of being a waste on Chestnut, just about. Might be able to use it on Crest, but I didn't even bring Toxic on Chestnut, so it's kind of unfortunate. So let's see, that Mega Sharpedo. Remove him. And we gotta add the Rotom. I clicked next when I shouldn't have. And then that Diancie instead of Vaporeon. Get rid of that. God, I'm so sorry, guys. Vaporeon, remove. Yes. Add. Image. Diancie. Thank you. Best intro of 2017 right here. Never forget it. And now we're ready to go. Alright, so first move, I'm definitely just seeing Excadrill being a great lead, because he could either think about getting momentum with his possible Rotom with a possible Volt Switch, and we can eat a Leaf Storm from that as well if we want to predict that, or we can get a Iron Head or Substitute off if he leads Diancie. So I'm most likely leaning towards that, but I do have to know I can't really hit Rotom that hard. I was so close to bringing X-Scissor when I was just making this 5 minutes ago for Excadrill, but I decided to substitute instead. So I'm gonna go Excadrill. Carson definitely bringing an interesting team. Got to see how it's going to break apart for him. So I'm seeing that as a possible Banded or substitute bulk up, maybe. I don't know. Most likely Banded Bulu. Choice Specs Noivern. Okay. So he's not a Frisk Noivern. So that means he's Infiltrator, so substitute's pointless against it. If he has Flamethrower, he'll go for that now. Otherwise, he's going for U-turn, and that's when he would go into Cresselia. So, but I also want to scout for the Flamethrower since it's a possibility. So my best move is going into Reuniclus, but that does give him momentum if he goes for a U-turn right here. but I don't want Excadrill necessarily to go down, so I think it's the play I have to make. Let's see, what are the odds he has a fire coverage, though? I feel like that's very low. I mean, it would only be for this Excadrill, and if this is specs, I know it 1,000,000% kills Excadrill, so... let's see, what's his play here, though? I mean, he would go into Cress, I guess. That rhymed. I just see U-turn as a possibility. I just really probably need to check if he has that Flamethrower. But let's see, he needs to bring Draco Meteor, Hurricane, U-turn, and then a fill-in move, so Flamethrower is a possibility. I did have Dark Pulse down for the Uniclus, but Flamethrower, there is a chance. I mean, I don't have anything else weak to fire he can easily hit with his Hurricane, which is Stab. So do I take that risk? I should probably just play safe turn 1. I mean, if I go into anything, you can probably do a hard switch into Tapu Bulu. You know what, I've been playing too safe these games. I'm honestly just gonna go for, do I go for Swords Dance or Substitute? I'll go for SD. I'm a man. If he goes for Flamethrower here, then it's okay. Yeah, he does go for U-turn. Okay. That was a good play by me. It was really close on me deciding what I had to go for. He could go Hitmonchan here if he's banded, and that way you can get a Mach Punch up. I should have probably set up a sub, but I'm just looking forward to getting a lot of damage off on whatever. Mainly because if I get the Swords Dance up, a Ground Indium Z +2 can take out Cresselia, I believe, if it's max defense, which most likely is, since he's got that Diancie. Let me go ahead and calc that. Excadrill. It's our boy, not a drill. Let's go a max defensive Cress. He made a move. He went into Cress. Let's see. We get a +2, and we go for a Grenadium Z. So it's a roll in our favor, but I could also set up a substitute right here. So I can either set up a substitute to see what he has with Cresselia, considering Cresselia's probably just got Moonlight, Psychic, Moonblast, and maybe Toxic or Thunderwave. So I don't see it really doing anything to me. Cresselia has no way of, like, getting me out of here. So, but if I go for Ground Indium Z and he's not max defense, I have a chance of killing this thing already. And I don't need the Ground Indium Z for anything else on his team. Well, I could use it for Rotom-Mow, but Rotom-Mow's kind of frail. I could probably just go for an Earthquake on that. It's just deciding whether my play is substitute here. Let me see how much, if he is a max defense Cress. Nothing will break my sub here. Unless he's got investment with, or some kind of hidden power or something of the sort. So I'm going to go for substitute. And if this way I can go for another Swords Dance and either for sure get the kill with Ground Indium Z or something of the sort. But knowing, I still have to be careful of that Noivern, whether that's Flamethrower or not. Because Excadrill can do a lot of work, as you can see. Definitely a good idea to make that last second switch. So he does have hidden power fighting. It's just some kind of hidden power. Let me go ahead and plug that into calc, see how much he's going to do. If he's not invested, it's only doing like 30%. So I'm going to go for the Ground Indium Z and see if I can get a kill. It's a very low roll if he's max defense, but I'm going to go for it. Because he's not going to let me set up again with Excadrill on any Pokemon. So I might as well. And it lives. He's max defense. That's fine. And now I can just go for Earthquake again. Or no, Iron Head gives me a for sure kill. And it also comes in on the possible Noivern switch in. So I'm just going to go for Iron Head. His play here could be switching to Noivern if he's predicting another Earthquake, and then if he does that, he loses Noivern to a +2 Ironhead. Just really sucks that he had to have that HP fighting. If he didn't have that, Excadrill didn't win the game, but it put his team in a terrible spot. So let's see. Ironhead for sure is the play. It's safe on anything he goes into. The only thing we have to watch out for is if that's a Choice Scarf Rotom-Mow, which might be likely. He doesn't switch, he lets Cresco down. So Mega Pinsir can also take on a team once Diancie's weakened. So this is looking well. He has to go into Noivern, and he just has to click Draco. Or he goes into Hitmonchan, and he goes for Mach Punch. Either way, I think my play is Reuniclus, and then I double out into something. I don't want to double right back out in the drill, I don't think. Because I don't know what his switching would be. Actually, no, if I bring out Reuniclus, his switch would easily be Diancie, so then I double right back in the drill on purpose. Okay, so he's going for Leaf Storm here, which is for sure going to pick up the kill. I can do a few plays. I don't feel like he's going to overpredict and go for Volt Switch here, because this thing does murder his team if he goes for that. If he does go for Volt Switch, then you're just a ballsy man, Carson, and I give you that. But I'm going to go hard Reuniclus, and then I'm going to hard switch back into Excadrill, expecting the Diancie. He does go for Leaf Storm. There goes his special attack. Now we go hard Excadrill. And he should 100% be going into Diancie here. Because it's got special defense bulk, he has the option to get up his rocks. So it's mainly the best option to go right back in the drill and scare that thing out with another Ironhead, which I'll just freely click, even though he might just go into Rotom-Mow again right here. Goes into Tapu Bulu. So that might be an AV set. I doubt I one-shot with Ironhead. Especially if he's got any form of investment. Ironhead's... yeah, no, Ironhead's not a one-shot from where he's at. But we get this thing really low if we do that. But I really don't want to risk... oh man, I should have just clicked HP Steel with Reuniclus there, I guess. But I just didn't want to change the him getting up rocks, because HP Steel doesn't two-shot regular Diancie if it's special defense invested, so... my player is just going in the Chestnut. I don't want to go Chandelure in case he can hurt that with another possible move, and either way, Woodhammer would be doing way too much to me. He makes a double there. Do you have HP flying? I can go hard Trill here again. Because if he has HP flying, it's not going to do anything. Otherwise, he's going for a Volt Switch here. Actually, let me go ahead and cancel this. I want to see, the Leaf Storm did 29 to Reuniclus. I need to check if that's Scarf or Specs. We go to Jammin. Then we go to Rotom-Mow. Let's check the Scarf set first. That is either a max roll from a timid Choice Scarf Rotom-Mow, or can he be low roll Specs? No, that's got to be a timid or modest Rotom-Mow. So he's definitely Scarf, because this isn't AZ or anything. I'm just going Excadrill. Might have been a risky play. He goes for the trick. It fails, so now he's locked in the trick. So I get a free Iron Head off. I do not want to click Swords Dance. I just want to click Iron Head and just get damage. His play might be Hitmonchan, just because I can't click Earthquake and get super, or my most amount of damage possible, and then he can Mach Punch the following turn. The most amount of damage possible is just because Grassy Terrain is up, so he's most likely going Hitmonchan, but I'm just going to get damage off. There he goes, Hitmonchan. He scares me out with Mach Punch here. He is a... Oh, he's not leftovers, it's just Grassy Terrain. So my play here is still probably... Does he play a double here for Ryun? I'm just going Ryun no matter what. He goes for Mach Punch. I'm going to go for Hidden Power Steel. I need to check this calc on Diancie. I just really don't want Rocks up, just because I don't have Spin on Drill. Even though I'm really just using Excadrill a lot, I just want to see the roll on this. HP Steel is only going to be doing like 40% to a max special defense. Energy Ball would be doing less, of course. But if he goes at Tapu Bulu, I get a weaken, so Iron Head for sure kills it the following turn. So I should probably just click Hidden Power Steel here instead of making like a prediction that isn't necessarily needed. He brings up a Berry. Alright, that's interesting. So he's most likely getting up Rocks here. Oh, that means he probably has Earth Power from my Excadrill. I'm not going hard Excadrill here, knowing that. I'm going to stay in, let him get up Rocks. Since he had the Beery, he doesn't have leftovers, so I'll just click Hidden Power Steel again, and I can two-shot him with Hidden Power Steel. So that means he's forced to switch after this second one if he wants to keep it in the back for, say, Chandelure or something of the sort later on. He just gets up Rocks here, and I'm perfectly fine with that. Because right now I'm in a good enough spot to where I don't need to worry about them. Knowing I can work around that Rotom-Mow, I can work around other things without having to bring out the things that are weak to Rocks, like, which is mainly only Chandelure and Pinsir. So we're in a pretty good spot. He does go for Earth Power, I knew it. A critical hit, he still does that minimum amount of damage. And he'll just be going for Stealth Rocks here, this way he can, chill, Chalk. Ryun's still good, dude. He's just going for Rocks here so he can get him up, since he knows now that Excadrill does not have, oh, he doesn't even go for Rocks, he just goes for damage. Alright, that's good. Most likely his play is Noivern here, since I technically don't have something that can really take a hit. But my Loaded can easily take one hit from Noivern if it's Choice Specs. Or he goes hard Tapu Bulu. That was a possibility as well. I'm still going Chestnut. It still seems like a safe play. He does not have Rocks up, so I can go Chandelure if wanted. Since he does know, I went Chestnut last time. What's the odds he what was his last play with Tapu Bulu? It was hard switch into Rotom-Mow. Why did he go Rotom-Mow when he went Tapu Bulu? What did he predict? I have no clue why he made that play earlier. Okay. I'm just going hard Chestnut. Ooh, Zen Headbutt. Ooh, but we got that Psychic Berry, dude. Oh, it makes me wish I had Poison Jab. I didn't even check for Zen Headbutt. Why Hidden Power Steel and not? Oh my god. Jock, you're so right. I totally forgot Ryun got Flash Cannon. Oh my god. Oh, that's sad. That's honestly depressing. Whatever. It still did its job. Shut up, Jock. So if he goes for Zen Headbutt here again, how much is he gonna be doing to me? With the Berry to 26, he'll be doing over 50% with that Zen Headbutt. I need to check if he is banded. So let's go Chestnut. And then we will go into Tapu Bulu. Need to see if this man is Choice Band. Let's get rid of Stone Edge and let's go Zen Headbutt. Zen Headbutt. Yep, he's banded. Alright, that is good. So now I can go hard Reune here. And just click Psychic. Or I can go hard Excadrill and click Iron Head. I have plenty of options. I think Reune's the safest play, because if he goes into anything, Reuniclus can still take it on. Reuniclus takes on Noivern. That grassy terrain's helpful. If he is Dark Pulse, he goes for it now, but I know he's Specs, and then if he goes for that, and he is Specs, then I can hard switch into Chestnut the following turn. It is somewhat of an option that he has Switcheroo on Noivern, but Psychic seems like the safest play to me. It does a decent amount of damage. Let me see how much damage, even though this is probably just the safest play, because he can't one-shot me with anything, I don't believe. Noivern Specs. Yeah, Draco Meteor doesn't do more than 40, so let me go ahead and get that Dark Pulse in here, and then I want to see how much a U-turn's going to do if he goes for that. Of course, if he goes for U-turn, we just get free psychic damage. U-turn would do around 20%, and Dark Pulse is not going to do more than 30%. So we're definitely safe just clicking psychic here. He goes for U-turn. Most likely going in the Tapu Bulu, which is perfectly fine. But luckily that Flash Cannon didn't matter too much on damage-wise for the Diancie, because it would have lived 2 Flash Cannons with that berry anyways, so it's okay. Jock can just make fun of me in the end. He did not go into Tapu Bulu. Interesting. So what is this Rotom-Mow gonna go? Is he gonna go for Switcheroo again? Or is he going for Leaf Storm? What's best case scenario here? I can go in the Chestnut and accept whatever he goes for. Yeah, that's safest bet. Because if he goes for Trick, it won't do anything because I lost my item. If he goes for Volt Switch, he can get momentum, but I can work around that once again. Interesting double into his Noivern, predicting that. I'm just going right back into Reune. I'll make these switches. I honestly don't care. Because as long as I'm regen, yeah. Air Slash over Hurricane, someone doesn't want to miss a move. Even though that's pure damage with Hurricane, dude. Alright, so he's going hard Tapu Bulu here. So I can capitalize that by going into Pinsir at this point, because I really haven't yet. And I can just click return, because I'm sure Mega Pinsir return one-shots that Tapu Bulu. Let's check Pinsir. Mine is Adamant, not Jolly. And let's go Tapu Bulu Choice Band. Single return destroys it, of course. I don't even know why I had to calc it. So I'm going to make that play. Ooh, this is a great move, because we can feel free to click Swords Dance here and win the game. Because he's not capable of going for... Because 1, I don't have to Mega first turn. 2, he has to go for Thunderbolt or Volt Switch. So I don't Mega and I click Swords Dance and I win. Because Quick Attack will kill will kill the Noivern and stuff, I believe. Let me check that. Noivern's not exactly bulky. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, we don't kill the Noivern yet. It's okay. I'm still gonna go for the Swords Dance just to put damage on him. And also, it's just the best play overall because I kill Rotom the following turn with a quick attack. I hope. I'm being very safe because I'm doing very well this game and I don't want to mess it up. And if I can, I'm going to get the higher... Yeah, quick attack will kill after +2. I want to get the higher differential if possible at this point because since I'm behind. So I'm not Mega and I'm going to go for Swords Dance. He goes for Thunder Wave. That is a good move on his part. Actually, well, quick attack kills. I get another Swords Dance now and I win. It just comes down to Para Hacks. So he's Leaf Storm, Trick, Thunder Wave, and Thunderbolt? Yep, okay. So now if we land all these quick attacks, we win. Okay, so we just can't get any form of Para Hacks. Of course, I'm just staying in. I'm going to risk it if necessary. I'm perfectly fine with it. If it happens, it happens. We can still easily pick up this game with a possible 5 or 4-0 if Mega Pinsir gets Para Hacked, but so far so good. I do approve of Gen 7 making this 30% now. He's clicking Draco, but I'm still clicking Quick Attack. This 100% kills. There we go. And Tapu Bulu, I don't want to risk him having Stone Edge, so I'm still clicking Quick Attack over Return. Plus, it doesn't matter. There's the Para. Does he have Stone Edge? Goes for Facade, so we get 2 more chances of getting the 6-0 on Carson, and we do. There we go. That battle felt good, dude. That felt good. Alright guys, that was an amazing win. That went a lot better than expected. Thank goodness though I made that last second switch with Excadrill instead of Expel. That worked so well. And I just played overall very well that match. It would have been a slight difference, of course, if he had different Pokemon. I was kind of surprised by what he brought, but no doubt Carson still did very well that game, and I'm hoping he does better in his other games. I hope he gets his team figured out since he had to do a lot of switching. Carson's a nice dude and he's a homie, so I hope he gets that figured out. So looking on to week 6 of next week, not sure who we're facing, but now we are 2-3 with a +3 differential, so it's not looking too bad. We got that positive differential. Now we just need that positive record from here on out. Alright guys, so that's gonna be it for me. Make sure to sub, like, and share. Deuces.